What's good, my people, my peeps? Hmm. How are you guys doing this evening? I come to you tonight because I did a broadcast a couple of days ago talking about water and getting your water, your bottled water, your jugs of water, filtered water, whatever type of water you can besides the water in your home. I know a lot of you guys, as TIs and chosen ones, we uh, we go through a lot, and I seen today. I really haven't got a chance to see what happened regarding this man that shot up Brooklyn. But guys, a lot of people are saying that he was a targeted individual. He was a chosen one, maybe targeted individual. I don't know if he even knew what was going on with him. But they watch us. And when we're on these platforms, I really suggest that we present ourselves as the calm and knowledgeable people that you are, and present your truth, the truth, not just your truth, the truth. I did a broadcast talking about the water and telling you guys, get jugs of water, bottled water, whatever have you. Today felt odd, felt like a setup. I left my house to take my mom to put her car in the shop. Now, either this man who works on her car is ripping her off, or it's a ploy to get me out of my home for people to have time to do whatever they do when they enter your home, as gang stalkers do. I've taken my mom about 4 to 5 times to drop off her car. My brakes on my car are grinding. I have to take my car in. I didn't want to really drive it, but she's going out of town, and I'm the only family member here in town. And guys, waited to this afternoon because she said she needed to go and get her car, a rental car, take her vehicle into the shop. So I went and picked her up at the shop. Although my brakes are done, do you hear me? Um, like I told you guys, I'm big on dreams. And there's somebody who's up in my attic. If you go and I can hear them walking. But anyway, if you go and look at some older videos, you'll see that video where I tried to open my attic uh, in the garage. But besides the point, I still went and got her because she's my mother, and we should honor our parents, right? Our mothers and our fathers, if they're still living, if you still communicate with your parents. But something felt very off today. She called me last night and we talked because I had asked her earlier this week, could she give me a ride Friday, because I was going to put my car in the shop because of my brakes. And she said no, because she was going out of town. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll figure it out. Um, so last night she called me and we were just talking. And then at the end of the conversation, she asked me, could I take her to go and put her car in the shop, and then she was going to pick up a rental car. And I was like, well, mm, I was gonna put my car in the shop. The brakes are bad on the back of my rear end brakes. I mentioned dreams because Monday I had a dream where I went to my car to start it, and it like blew up, but it didn't blow all the way up. Like I woke up before it blew up. And then after that, that's when I started hearing the brakes messing up on my car. And I hadn't heard the brakes like that before, okay? So I want to tell you guys this. When we got to the rental car place, um, her car wasn't there for her to pick up, which is odd because they know what time, they give you a time to come and pick up your car. You know, they tell you when to come and pick up your car. Her car wasn't ready. So we're sitting waiting. Then somebody who I guess had the car pulls up. So then they have to get the car and wash it and all that. So we're waiting. Long story short, so the man comes out and I'm looking over at my mom, and then she has foster kids. So I'm talking to them and not really paying attention on this side of me. So my mom finishes up and she's like, hello, developer. Um, so do you need anything? I said, well, yeah, I can use some gas money. Um, and so she's giving me gas money, but she's like fidgeting around in her purse and everything. And I was like, well, you don't have to give me that much because I'm putting my car in the shop anyway on Friday. So she gives me the money. I turn my head, and there's a white vehicle with a lady that pulls. Now, my car door right here, like this is my car door. The lady pulls her white car right facing my door. I turn and she has her head down, a white lady with blonde hair. This is a car rental facility. She's not parked correctly. She's parked like she would be ready to ram me. And I looked, and then something told me just drive right beside her. She never looks up. That's what the perps do. They never look up at you. And so I looked and I was like, that is so crazy. I said, don't, just go, finish out your day. So anyway, guys, I did a video talking about Watch the Water because the 19 is being said that it's placed in the water. How about I'm on the couch and I'm thinking about what I was telling you guys about that video and Chris Rock and everything. I come home and I hear water running. Hold on, let me see if I can turn this around. Sorry. There's water in my doggone, I guess it's coming from the air conditioning. Hold on, let me see if I can get it on the back. I look in here, guys. You see I had to put a bowl in there. I'm going to be quiet and see if you can hear it. Can you hear it dripping? Let me see if I can get this bowl out. You see that bowl in here? It's full of water. Hold on, I have to put you down. Oh my goodness. Okay. Look at this. There's water dripping from inside of this unit where my air conditioner is housed. This has never happened before. This is full of water. Water is still dripping. I don't know if you can tell that it's wet in there, and I can't zoom in with this. So I turned off the the air conditioner, but I guess there's a fan or something still blowing. Okay? Let me turn this back around real quick. Let me turn this around. All right. So, as you saw, the water is in the air conditioning vent. I find it very ironic that that much water, hold on, I'm putting you guys down really quick so I can go get it. And you can hear somebody. Now, if I pull my car out and try to go up in this attic, it's going to be a situation. It's going to be a situation because I can hear people walking. Hold on, let me grab this, what I pulled out of the air conditioner. Look at this. Do you see this? That was in the wall. Flooding down. I'm going to leave it right here for them to see too. So we know our perps watch our videos and everything. And so I just find it ironic that I did a video about watch the water and watch that documentary about watching the water. And all of a sudden, I'm having issues with water leaking from my air conditioning unit. And how everything happened today, it felt like it took too much time to do a simple errand. And I just wanted to know, have you ever felt like that as a chosen one, as a TI, with your family members? You know? Has anybody ever really had confirmation if you felt that your family member was perping you, helping to help the perpetrators? Because that's what that felt like today. And then I come home and all of a sudden there's water. You know, I'm having issues with water. That happened in my first apartment. I told you guys when I lived in an apartment and I was having issues with that apartment, and the people upstairs from me, their water flooded their bathroom and it flooded into my home. And so ironically, all of a sudden, more water issues after I do a video also, you know, talking about the water. Hold on, guys. Let me put some of your comments up here. Hello, hello. Is the universe trying to make a what connection? I don't know. Every move is a spiritual move. Hello, how are you doing? She is individual, so your family can't come with you. Well, you know, I wasn't saying that if my family can come with me, because I know, you know, in the Bible it said, you know, you got to leave family, mother, father, sister, brother, what have you. But I'm just saying, as a chosen one, as someone, you know, or a TI, that's what you refer yourself to. Have you had just concrete evidence that your family member are perping you, or is it just a feeling, you know, that from the circumstances you've been in with them? Because today felt like a circumstance that I feel like my mom was in on, perping me or assisting them for me to be out the house long enough for them to sabotage or do something to my unit. Because I hadn't had no problem all week until I left the house today. And then I did that video earlier this week regarding water. You know. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Your ex-wife and brother Her, yeah, and it, you know, the thing is it betrayal. That's the word. That's a hard pill to swallow when if you have to realize or when you realize that a family member, your mother, your especially if it's your mother or your parents that betray you, and then secondly if it's your sister or your brother, because those are close family members. And betrayal is something is devastating to say the least. Um, so I just because they know your struggles, you know, because we all have different struggles, you know, in life, and especially if you're chosen or if you're TI, if they're compacted, compound, you know, one on top of the other. Every day there's something. So to have someone that knows you or to have birthed you or to have been raised around you to aid in bringing more misery into your life, that's unbelievable. That's a hard pill to swallow, I tell you. So I said, well, let me document this because it's as if they don't want you to have anything. Anything. And if they knew a lot of us as chosen ones, as TIs, that may have items, may have personal things of value, that is nothing that holds us. That's not what makes us. You see, and I think that the thing is, they think items and material possessions is what makes you happy. But the one thing that is so true is what Satan, because they are the seeds of Satan, wants is your joy. That is what makes you happy. Because pretty soon you're going to see people, when this economy fully collapses, that have money, riches, that their money means nothing. And it's starting to depreciate now, really start to commit mass suicides because that's what makes them happy. But our happiness comes from a different source. And that's why they do the things that they do to try to make your life miserable, because their life is absolutely miserable. I wanted to also, before I get off of here, I thought it was so interesting. I talked about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett and the number 10 I brought up. Let me see if I can pull that up real quick. On when I did Watch the Water. Well, it wasn't called Watch the Water. It was actually it said Let's Talk China Lockdown. Okay, guys. And I was breaking down Jada and Will and the incident that happened on the Oscars. Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold on. And I talked about the number 10, and I didn't know what the number 10 actually meant. Hold on. And I'm going to show you guys something. We will get to you. Will. Okay, hold on for a minute. Let's look at the recap, because when I showed this, and you can watch it on the playback, it blew my mind. It really blew my mind. And I think they watch us because we can tap into things that we aren't even aware of yet. So I want you to watch this, and I'm going to show you what the number 10 meant. And this I didn't even know it was connected at the time. I was just saying what I felt about what happened with Jada and Will at the Oscars. Hold on, let me turn this around. And then I'm going to show you what the number 10 means. Hold on. all of this and that. Okay. Hold on, guys. Okay, so let me pull this close. All right. So if you guys remember this broadcast that I did earlier this week, okay, so I'm talking about Jada and Will Smith. So just pay attention. Will and is then the son. You see, I have to take it back to the Willie Lynch. Okay, the Willie Lynch letter. And I'm going to tell you what the number 10 Black means. Mothers. Let me speed it up because y'all can go watch this on your own, but I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Will Smith. We know that there's an antichrist on this planet. He wasn't the real man. You saw a weak man, a broken man go up. I hope you follow it. Up on that stage and slap Chris Rock. You see, you must understand a slap is the ultimate disrespect to a man. I think most men would rather get punched than slapped. Where am I going with this? They know the Most High is coming back and he's going to be center stage and all eyes will behold him. But the Antichrist is here and he has been manipulating. But he hasn't been revealed. But if you read your Bible. Yes, I know, developer. The man of sin will be revealed. But this just shook me just a few minutes ago before I got on live. To be so strong. And I'm going to show you something real quick. But his whole demeanor is a facade. Will Smith, his demeanor was a facade. It wasn't real. He represents the Antichrist. Dueling. Who is the real one? He gave that bitch slap and walked off. But you see, in the end, he had to. And this is the part right here. Resign from the academy. He had to give back his Oscar, his trophy. You see, the Antichrist will not be able to hold on to this world because this is the prize. This is what they want. Domination, the rulership of this world, and they know it's slipping away. He had to return it. Just like Satan is going to have to return every gift, every promise that he's stolen from you while you were here. He's going to have to return it. When Israel exits the great second Exodus, they will be spoiled. Everything that you wished you could have, you will have. The other nations will have to give it back to you. Your gold, your trophy. You see, Will is banned for 10 years. 10 years. Wait a minute. Let me pause it right there. I said Will was banned for 10 years. And then I said, even though I do work with numbers. I said, I'm not a numbers person. 10 years. And this is what I said. And I'm going to show you something after that. I'm going to have to look up that. But that is, it's ringing to me. It has a purpose. I'm wondering if it's relating to the 1,000-year millennium. When Israel will reign here. When Israel will reign. Guys, I said that when, let me turn this back around. I said that on that broadcast. That broadcast was done this week, okay? That broadcast was done earlier this week. So, okay. So let me set you guys down. And so while I was sitting here, before I went on live, I was looking up what 10 years meant, or 10, the number 10. So I have to find it real quick. And that's when I heard the water running. And I said, you know what, let me just go on live and just do a live real quick. Because I was upset about this water. And it's just like, is it always something? It's always sabotage somewhere. So as I was looking up 10 years, I went and I said, what is the Bible meaning of 10 years? So I'm sorry I'm turning y'all back and forth. But if you bear with me, I don't have everything set up. I wonder if you guys can hear the creaking and walking upstairs. Well, I don't have an upstairs. I have an attic. Okay. So I looked up the meaning of the number 10. I wish I had something to point with. Hold on, guys. The meaning of the number 10. Now, in that broadcast that you guys just saw, when I said I didn't know what the number 10 meant, and I didn't. That's why I looked it up. So I looked up the meaning of the number 10 biblically. Can y'all see that? I'm going to get it close. Biblically, what the meaning of the number 10 means. Okay? So, the meaning of the number 10. The number 10 in the Bible is used 242 times. Okay, we're not going to go into all that blah, blah, blah. I just want to get down to what shook me, because when I broke down the Oscars and what I saw biblically, what it meant about the rock representing Jesus, Yahweh Shai, and Will Smith representing the Antichrist. And I did not know what the number 10 meant, but I told you what I felt it meant. Let's get to it. Okay. I don't know if I want to read all this. We find in Genesis the phrase, God said 10 times, which is a testimony to his creation power. God gave the 10 commandments. We want to get down farther. And if you guys know that it's Easter, they celebrate Easter, but we celebrate Passover if you're a believer, okay? So coming down here, the Passover lamb was selected on the 10th day of the first month, as was Jesus. Okay, come down. Where was it? Oh, wait, right here. Okay, as was Jesus, taking away the sins of the world. The 10th day, can y'all see this? The 10th day, the 7th month, is the holy day known as the Day of Atonement. Do y'all know what the Day of Atonement means? Is exactly what I said in that doggone video, that they will have to repay. They will have to give us back everything they thought they could take away from us. So whatever you're going through, if you're on the streets right now and they took your car, your house, your family, everything they thought they took, they are going to have to repay. That's what they were telling you. They know what's getting ready to happen, guys. The holy day known as the Day of Atonement. But this is the kicker. The unique day of fasting pictures the removal of Satan and the author of sin before the millennial reign of Jesus begins. Y'all, if I didn't hit that on the head, and I did not know what the number 10 meant, but I said I was going to look it up. And that's what it means, because I said, I believe it's the millennial reign when Jesus comes back. And that's what that's saying down here. The last great world rule kingdom of man under Satan is symbolized prophetically by the number 10. And I said, if you remember this, the dream of David and the statue, guys, right here. I messed it up. By the 10 toes of Daniel 2, I don't know if you guys ever read Daniel, where the Nebuchadnezzar had the dream. So yeah, guys, that's what it means. Let me turn this around again. Bear with me, bear with me. We're doing some flip flopping tonight. So I was just that blew me away. I said, okay, I nailed that one. So I'm thinking all of us have, and I said this in videos before, there is something about these chosen ones, the TIs, um, and you all seen it right there. I just read it to you. You can Google it, look it up, go to that video that I just did. It was a live stream I did earlier this week where I was breaking down that whole incident at the Oscars about Will Smith and Jada and everything. And tonight it just came to fruition that what I was saying was the 10 meant the millennial reign and them having to atone. They are going to have to atone. They are going to have to give everything back to you. So whatever you're going through, whatever they're doing to you, they know their time is up. They know their time is up. So they can only be hateful and evil and do what they think they can do to hurt you. And let them do them, you know. I tell you, let them do what they do. Hold on. Let me see what you guys are saying. Hi, Nikki. Yeah, the attic is where it all happens. You know what? Isn't it so? Isn't it so? Oh, gosh. I had dreams of Nebuchadnezzar's. Did you? Yeah. All dreams aren't implanted. Because you have dreams from the Most High and you have dreams from the devil, and he tries to manipulate your dreams, and for most people who don't believe, if you want to say they're implanted through technology, yes, they can do that, and that's still part of Satan's plan, you know, trying to sway your mission, your walk, all of that. You get your best wisdom talking in showers. That time. Yes, guys. So yeah, I thought I'd just come on here and share that. I thought that was interesting that I had no clue what the number 10 meant. And when I read that and it talked about the Day of Atonement and that Satan is going to have to atone for and give back everything, because there's going to be another great Exodus, whether you believe it or not. It's unfolding as we speak, guys. Trying to go clean away the demons. You know what? You won't be able to clean away demons. You can rebuke them. You surely can. But the demons inhabit people. That's where you get your gang stalkers from. Okay? The demons hop in and out of people. Okay? So you have to, what we have to do is learn how to fight spiritually. So they can and they're going to keep coming at you. And what you have to realize, when you're when you're about to come into a breakthrough, when they see that you have jumped over one hurdle, got over one of their missions that they've tried to tear you down, and you're on your way, you're rising and you're not falling, that's when you get more and more, your gang stalking can increase, You understand? Because the mission is for you to fall, for you to fail, for you not to finish the race. That is the mission for them. They have to make you fail, make you not finish the mission that you are here to do. That is their goal. And if you succumb to it, then you have to face whatever you have to face on the other end, because trust and believe, this is not it. This is our car, you know. We're riding in these bodies right here to experience this realm. And some of us, when we leave, when we are in front of our maker, and all of this illusion is gone, whatever you've done, however you finished the race, just think of it as a track meet, as a competition, because it even says in the Bible, finish the race. People are going to have different levels of prizes that they're going to have. I mean, men are going to be rulers of this planet, and women, we will have our prizes as well. But think of your domain as a man, having so much land, so much of the kingdom. Do you understand? Being able to travel to other domains, dimensions, and some men may not be able to go but past the, I don't know how many dimensions there out there that we can't visit because we are in earthly suits. But when you're in spiritual suits, you move through time and space. You understand? So if you are here and you finish the race and you have done what you were supposed to do, and maybe you've gone beyond what your mission was, your jewels and your crown will represent that, you see. And those are your lands and your vast, you know. I know the men will have multiple women. That always puzzled me, though, because I guess coming from a Christian background, when their husbands die or whatever, and they say, well, will I see my husband in heaven? Well, if men have multiple wives, okay, I won't go there. That's always puzzled me, but I guess they'll figure that one out. But yeah, you'll have rulership, and wouldn't that be lovely to be able to travel and live forever, ever, okay? And that's what they don't want. They blew it. They absolutely blew it. So imagine how mad they are that they know. First of all, they were mad because you as humans got the opportunity to rule a planet. You messed up. Eve messed up, sent us spiraling into sin, but we still have a second chance to rule and dominate a planet forever. Could you imagine if you picked the wrong team and you have to watch them make it to the end, and you know that you're on a team that will be locked down and burning forever? Because entities don't die. That's why there will be an everlasting fire. Everlasting. Because they won't die. They just feel their torment forever. And you can join them, or you can be on the other winning team. So finish your mission. Finish the race. And what I have to put in my head when I come home to stupidness like tonight, with the water running, in the walls. Do you know how much a pain that is? That you can't even really get comfortable. So I have to think to myself, why even think about really being comfortable? Be as comfortable as you can, wherever you are. I don't care if you're on the streets. I seen a man on one of these platforms build him a house out of cardboard, a 2-story home out of cardboard. You make it do what it do, okay? A person mentioned in the comments about, you know, chasing out demons and this and that. Well, we know demons can inhabit people, and we know they can inhabit possessions and homes. And the reason why I came on and I was talking to you all about the water situation is because they put the 19 in the water. If you go back and look at that video, and you can go and research it yourself, don't just listen to what I say. Um, but we all know that they've put fluoride and other drugs that are in the water. There's a war that's going to be that's a different topic. But there's going to be, I don't know if I want to. Let me share this part. You know, they have us already buying bottled water. Some people are lobbying that water should not be an entitlement. If you are paying attention, if they want to drug the water with various drugs, then if you're also paying attention, in some places where you can grow your own food in your backyard, if you have a little farm, do you know it's illegal to catch rainwater? Pretty soon, people are going to be lobbying for you to be arrested if you're even caught catching rainwater. Something that you are naturally, you're born into this world. That is something naturally for you to have: air, water, food. Okay? They already locked you down with the food when they started tricking you, putting food in stores, making it look so convenient for you to just go to the store instead of having your own land in your own farms to get your food. That was too much work, you see. Where we're going to industrialize everything. We're waking up because this is the time of knowledge. In the end times, the knowledge will be increased, you see. And a lot of people will be waking up to say, wait a minute, there's no land. All the land has been snatched up by all of the executives that first put you into factories, you see. Then they sold those factories offshore to China and got cheap labor from overseas, made their pockets fatter, only to create something that you would have never imagined and shut down the stores that are here. Turn up farmlands that the little that are left. While you're asleep, you have been rock-a-bye to sleep. Now those same millionaires, billionaires are buying up all the land across America. While you're still fixated on trying to go watch a football game, trying to see why Will slapped Chris, trying to figure out all these little nuances. I'm just waking up to they are messing with the water next. It's about resources. It's about resources. The rich only get richer when they have a population to control. You'll have your wars. Wars are started over women. Wars are started for resources, oils, water, land, cattle. Did you think wars were started over who lost the NFL playoffs? Did you think wars were started over cars that lose their appreciation as soon as you drive them off the lot? No. They're started over the gold, the silver. Well, America hasn't been backed by gold bullion for many a years. Fort Knox hasn't had gold in it for many of years because that's what our American dollar was backed by. Now you're just sitting on paper. Now you can laugh at rappers who hold stacks of trees against their ears as if they're holding up some kind of currency. You see, because it means absolutely nothing. And we are the jokes because we are waking up late. So when I say watch the waters, watch the waters, when I find out information, I try to let you all know. If you have eyes to see and ears to hear, you will understand. So when I've been reading the Bible, and I'm trying to read it from beginning to end, and I'm in Leviticus right now. And I tell you this, demons are real. Even if you cannot see them. The Most High is a clean God, okay? I'm reading Leviticus, and I was reading about Aaron. And Aaron, for him not to die, to be killed, his sons were killed, for him not to be killed, he had to atone for his sins. And you see, we have to sacrifice. Well, they were sacrificing in the Old Testaments before. Yahweh Shai was the ultimate sacrifice, so we don't sacrifice anymore. But when you read Leviticus, it's deep on how they had to atone for their sins. I made videos regarding keeping your house clean, keeping your body clean. It's so important because the Most High is a clean God. When they say godliness is next to cleanliness, read Leviticus. Just read Leviticus on how the priest had to wash different stages of washing their body and their clothes. Even when they went to see if someone had leprosy, how they would have to wash. It's very interesting. If you're dealing with demons, if you look around in your home, and your home is filthy, your home is cluttered, first of all, take a look at yourself because that's telling you something about how you're feeling inside because you're projecting that out into your home. But that is also oppression, demonic oppression. You see, there was a part in Leviticus that I was reading today, and I'm going to give you the hold on. Just this part, it struck me. Where are my glasses at? Oh, gosh. Okay, here we go. I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to let you guys know, because I highlighted it right here. Talk about scapegoats. Scapegoats. I urge you to always, I don't care if you're a bum on the streets, maintain your hygiene, maintain your cleanliness. Aaron had to atone for his sins. So he had to bring two animals, a bullock and a scapegoat. And this was Leviticus 16, and you read all of 16, chapter 16, but if you can go to Leviticus 16, 8 down to 10. The Most High said he had to bring two animals, a bullock and a scapegoat. And I'm saying this to you all because a lot of you all that are TIs and chosen ones, I believe you are the black sheep of the family, like I. I believe you are the scapegoat. And I never really understood, you hear scapegoat like that's the person who they putting everything on that person so they can get away, right? I don't know what your definition, how you may have thought about the scapegoat to be. But when I was reading in here in the Bible, chapter 10, and I'm not trying to preach to you guys. I just thought it was interesting where he tells Aaron, but the goat on which the lot falls. So lots, like a gambling, like this lot, this is your lot, this is your lot. This is my lot, this is my path that I have to travel. Whatever you are, wherever you at in life, that's your lot. That is your path. So follow your lot. Okay? Whatever that lot falls on whichever animal, this is what's going to happen. Whichever the lot falls to be the scapegoat shall be presented alive before the Lord to make an atonement with him and to let him go, a scapegoat into the wilderness. That hit me. It should be an atonement. The scapegoat is the one to let go. It is an atonement to the Lord. Let him go into the wilderness. But that bullock, because it's two, remember, it's two goats. The bullock is the sacrifice. You see, the scapegoat, the Lord gave his mercy and his grace on. He was to be let go. And the bullock was to be sacrificed. So sometimes I think we picture scapegoats as a negative because that's what it feels like. Like you're always pictured as the black sheep of the family, the negative one, the one people can't understand, the one people shun. And you are sitting like, what? I haven't done nothing. It's something. It's the light. It's the grace. It's the mercy that the Most High has placed upon your life. So you are the scapegoat. Yeah, I was just reading it. I didn't even know I was going to even tell you guys about it because I haven't even finished reading the whole chapter 16. But that just stood out to me that he let the scapegoat go. And I would think the scapegoat would have been the sacrificial goat. So I know sometimes I get on live and I just talk, and I didn't even know I was going to talk about that. I wanted to show you guys what the number 10 meant. I found it interesting that it meant exactly what I thought it meant. I'm not into numerology or numbers or anything like that, but they're going to have to atone. And it meant the millennial reign will begin. Guys, it's going to get deep, whether you like it or not. Sometimes I just pray that I have the strength to endure. And I hope you pray that you have the strength to endure. Not only pray that you have the strength to endure what's to come, but have the wisdom. Have the wisdom. We've already been fooled once. Let's not be fooled twice. The grocery stores will be emptied. The water will be tampered with. It might not be in my day and time. I might see just the tip of the iceberg. But there's some young chosen ones out there. There's some young TIs that are out there. And y'all may see the full brunt of evil when it's totally revealed. And for those who are still around to see that, you are truly strong. Because the Most High is not, no matter what you think, no matter what I think, will put anything on you more than you can bear. And that is something I had to come to terms with. Because sometimes I want to use the excuse, I'm just a woman. Who said I could do this? You know. But I forget sometimes that men, although they may not show it, although they may not say it, I'm sure that they think it. Who said that I can do this? You see, everybody's lot in life has not been fair, has not been equal. I seen a video of a young man that touched my heart. You see, my mom does foster care. And the foster brothers and sisters that I've had, we still stay in touch. They still come to visit. They still have our contact information. But I never knew, there's atrocities in the world. But this young man did a video, and he was saying how he went into foster care with a trash bag, and he exited foster care with the trash bag, because once you aged out, you're out on the streets. And he showed him looking in garbage cans for food, nowhere to go, no resources. And I thought to myself, on top of that, what if he is a chosen one? What if he is a TI? The compacted, the stress that people will cause, even in his situation, even seeing him maybe digging in the garbage for food. At the end of the video, it shows him breaking down crying. So I sit back and I say to myself, although I feel that as a woman, sometimes saying, gosh, I can't, oh goodness, I can't do this sometimes. This is too much. Pay all the bills. I didn't march in the feminine movement. I was not a part. Did anybody see me marching? No. I stay home and cook. What? I have a little small business on the side. I'm not, no. But I'm here in this day and time. As my ancestors, maybe my auntie marched in the feminine movement. Maybe somebody, one of my cousins was singing Independent Woman. I think I sang it too. Ah, Lord have mercy. But what I'm saying is, as a woman, some of the stresses feel heavy. But as a man, whoa, I wouldn't even want to imagine having to do all of the things that society deems you to do. Be level-headed. But not show any emotions. Not let anyone know how hurt and broken and scared you feel inside sometimes. Well, that right there would make anybody break down and cry. It's like that picture of the man with the world on his shoulders. Because some of our men truly have the world on their shoulders. But I want to say, once again, the Most High will not give you more than you can bear. And that is why, like I, lean on the Most High when you can't lean on anybody. And I mean, no one. Let those tears roll and lean on the Most High. All right, guys. I'm out, and much, much love.